Question first. Find the circumference of the circles with the following radius, and you have to take pi as 22/7. Before solving this question, let's visit the concept. So, a circumference is the perimeter of a circle, or in other terms, it is a point which travels in such a fashion around a central point with same distance from the center. That is, if you take point here, it will be having same distance from this center point O from here as well. So it is a path traveled by a point such that the distance from the origin is same always. So what is a diameter? It is the longest distance between any two points within the circle, and radius is just half of a diameter. So these are mathematical terms which must be remembered. Now area of circle is pi into radius square. Now pi is a constant. A constant is something which doesn't change its value. Its value is in fraction 22/7, and when you solve it you get 3.14, and it is non-terminating. That is, it don't end. It just keep on. Now circumference over diameter is pi. So it is a ratio of the circumference and diameter. Take any circle, you will get 22/7. Therefore, it is named as a constant. Then circumference of a circle, that is the length of this perimeter of a circle. There's a special name given to it as circumference, as we have discussed here. It is 2 pi r, or pi into diameter, because diameter is twice of r. So this can also be written as 2 pi r. Now remember that the diameter is 2 into radius. That is, diameter is double of radius. Now with these concepts, let's dig into question. A is, radius is given to you 14 centimeter, and we have to find circumference. So circumference is 2 pi r, as we have discussed here, or pi d if you are given with diameter. But in all these questions you are given with radius. So you will see in every question a hint will be given to you. That is, you have to take pi as 22/7. Wherever it will be given to you as take pi as 3.14, we will use it. And why these are given? These are given because the questions are set up in such a way that it will be very easy if you take pi as 22/7. So 2, as it is, nothing means multiplication. Pi is 22/7 because we have to take from this value, into r is 14 centimeter. Now 1 7s are 7, 2 7s are 14. So 2 2s are 4, and 22 4s are 88, or 22 into 2 is 44, 44 2s are 88, and always write centimeter. Centimeter is in one dimension, that is, it is the length. Similarly, B part, 28 mm, that is millimeter. Circumference of circle is 2 pi r. 2 as it is, multiplication pi 22/7 into 28 mm. 1 7s are 7, 4 7s are 28. Now here 22 into 4 is 88, 88 into 2 is 176 mm. Last, C is 21 centimeter. The circumference of circle is 2 pi r. 2 into pi into r, that is 21 centimeter. 7 3s are 21, 1 7 is 7. Now 44 into 3 is 132 centimeter. That's your C, and that is your first. Question second. Find the area of the following circles given that radius equals 14 mm, take pi as 22/7, diameter is 49 meter, and radius is 5 centimeter. Here we are required to find area, and we have discussed in previous question that area is pi r square. Now again we have to take pi as 22/7, and we are given with radius. In only one question we are given with diameter. Now first of all, given part is radius, that is 14 mm. Area of circle is pi r square. Pi 22/7 into r square means r is getting multiplied twice. Therefore 14 mm into 14 mm. 1 7s are 7, 2 7s are 14. 22 2s are 44 into 14 mm into mm is mm square. Rather than multiplying it in the rough space, we can distribute it. So 44 into 14 can be written as 10 plus 4 mm square as it is. Now 44 into 10 is 440, plus 4 4s are 16, 1. 4 4s are 16 plus 1 is 17 mm square. Now add them up. 6, 7 4 is 11, 4 plus 1 is 5, carry 1 6. So 616 mm square. Always write units first. Here we are given with diameter 49 meter. This can be represented with small d equals 2r, because we have studied the diameter is double of radius. So first of all, we will get radius. So diameter is 49 m. We are just writing it in equation form, equal as it is twice into r, because r we have to find. Now we can cancel it. 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 1 is remainder. So 1 0, decimal comes, 2 5s are 10. So 24.5. Radius is 24.5 meter. Now area of circle. Now we are in position to find circle's area because now we have r. So pi has to be taken as 22/7. Radius is 24.5 meter into 24.5 meter. Now you can cancel it. 1 7 is 7 and 7 3 is 21. 3 is remainder, that is 35. 7 5 is 35 and decimal also comes. Again, we will not go for the rough space. We will try to solve it here. So 22 3s are 66. We write it 66, but 0.5 is also there. So 0.5 means multiplying this number with half, because 0.5 is half, that is 5 by 10 or 1 by 2. So what is half of 22? It is 11. So we have solved this mentally, and this thing is as it is into 24.5, and we have multiplied this because multiplication is there. So mm is meter square. 77 into 24.5 meter square. Again, we will break it. 77 into multiplication as it is, 24.5 can be written as 20 plus 4.5 meter square. Now multiply it. 7 2s are 14. Again 14 plus 1 is remainder, 1540, plus multiply it. Again we will multiply as we did here. First we will multiply 77 with 4. So 7 4s are 28, 2 is carry, again 28 plus 2 30. Now 0.5 means just half it. So 77 over 2 is 38.5. Now you can do it. Divide it with 2. So 2 3s are 6. 1 is carry, 17. 2 8s are 16. Point, and 1 is left as remainder. So 1 0. So 2 5s are 10. Now meter square can be written in the answer when you add it. So adding it is simple. Nothing is in decimal in these two numbers, only this. Therefore we write 0.5. Add 1's place. So 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 is carry. So 3 plus 1 is 4, because we are adding carry. 4 0 0. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now hundreds place. 5 plus 3 is 8. No 100 place here. So 8 comes, then 1000 place 1. So we need not to solve it in rough space. We can solve it mentally by just breaking complex number into simpler ones. Now here radius is given 5 centimeter. We can directly apply area of circle is pi r square, pi 22/7, because we were asked to, into 5 centimeter into 5 centimeter. Centimeter is centimeter square. 5 5s are 25, 22/7 as it is. Now 22/7 can be written as 20 plus 2/7, because when you solve it, you get back this number into 25 centimeter square as it is. Now we will solve numerator part, because in multiplication you can do so. So how you solve it? 25 into 2 is 50, 0 as it is. So you get 500, and 25 2 is 50. So 550/7. So how you solve it mentally? 1 7 is 7. Now 7 7s are 49. 6 is remainder. So you have 6 0. 7 8s are 56. 4 is remainder, and decimal comes 4 0. So 7 5s are 35. 5 is remainder, 0. 7 7s are 49, and you just take it to the nearest 2 decimal. So this is your required answer as 78.57 centimeters square. So because this was area, units will be in square. That's C of question number 2. Question 3. If the circumference of a circular sheet is 154 meter, find its radius. Also find the area of the sheet and take pi as 22/7. This is the visual representation of this question. That is, you are given with the circumference as 144 meter. Now you have to find radius. So given is, writing it down, circumference of a circular sheet. Now we know what is circumference. It is 2 pi r. In the solution, we will write 2 pi r equals 154 meter. Now just a matter to solve this equation. 2 as it is, take pi as 22/7, r as it is, and this thing as it is. Now simplifying it, first divide it with 2. 1 2s are 2, 2 7s are 14, 1 is remainder, 2 7s are 14. Now 22 and 77. So you can see it is directly divisible with 11. So 2 11s are 22 and 7 11s are 77. So you're left with this thing only. That is 2 and 7. So R as it is, and here we have 7. But this 7 is getting multiplied when you take it towards right hand side, because here it was getting divided. So 7 7s are 49 on numerator, meter as it is. This thing was a numerator here. When you take it towards that side, it gets divided up. So by 2. That's how we have done it in one step. So 49 over 2 is 24.5 meter. And to those who don't know how to do it here itself, so 2 2s are 4, therefore 2 came, 2 4s are 8, 4 came, 1 is remainder, and decimal comes because we have to put extra 0 when we divide it in long form of division. So 2 5s are 10, that is 24.5 meter. So we have found radius. Also the second part says we have to find area. And how we can find area? That is, area is pi r square. So we have found r in the first part. We will straight away put this r in this equation. Pi has to be taken as 22 over 7 into r, that is this thing, 24.5 meter into 24.5 meter, because it is square. Cancel it. 1 7 is 7, 7 3 is 21, 3 is remainder, put decimal, so we have 3 5. So 7 5 is 35. Now we will solve it as we did in previous question. 22 3s are 66. Point half means divided this number by 2. So 11. Rest same. The only difference is meter into meter, squaring it. 77 into same thing as it is. 77 as it is. Break it up. 20 plus 4.5. Now solve it. 77 2s are 154. How? 7 2s are 14. 7 2s are 14 plus 1 remainder 15, 40. 0 as it is. And multiply it. First with 4. 7 4s are 28. 2 carry. Again 28 plus 2 is 30. Well, the same calculation was in the previous question with exact same numbers. And 77 half is 38.5. Add it up. You get 1886.5 meters square. That is the required area, and that is your third. Question 4th. A gardener wants to fence a circular garden of diameter 21 meter. Find the length of the rope he needs to purchase if he makes 2 rounds of fence. Also, find the costs of the rope if it costs rupees 4 per meter, pi as 22 over 7. This question deals with your daily life. So here we have a circular field and we have to bound this area with this rope twice. So the question asks for how much rope is needed and what will be the cost of the total rope. So given is diameter of a circular garden is 21 meter. It's written here. Then solution part is, first of all you have to find length of the rope. That will be simple. Circumference into 2. So the length of the rope will be circumference of the garden into 2 by 2, because he has to make 2 rounds. So first simply find the circumference of this garden, or you can say circle. That is 2 pi r. 2 pi you have to take 22 over 7, because if you'll take 3.14, calculations will go complex. So always use the given part. Into radius is obviously diameter is half, and the diameter was 21 meter over 2. Simplify it. 1 7 is 7, 7 3 is 21. If you would have taken 3.14, then cancelling could not be done. That's why you have to take given value. Now 2 cancel up. 22 3 is 66 meter, and we have to take it twice because we have to make 2 rounds. 6 is 12. Again 12 plus 1 is 13, 132 meter. So we have found the length of the rope. Now we have to find the cost of purchasing that length of a rope, and you are given with rupees 4 per meter. Now cost of rope equals length of the rope into rate per meter. That is, what is the cost of the rope per meter, and total meters are 132. So we got to multiply it in order to find cost of the rope. Multiply it. 4 to the 8, 4 to the 12, 1 carry, 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 to 8 rupees will buy you a rope of length 132 meter. Question 5. From a circular sheet of radius 4 cm, a circle of radius 3 cm is removed. Find the area of the remaining sheet, pi as 3.14. So this was the initial state of the circular sheet that was having radius as 4 cm. This is 4 cm as we have shown here. Now what we did of this sheet, that we have removed a circle of radius 3 cm. That is, we have drawn first a circle with radius 3 cm, that is this part, and we removed it. And the question says, what is the remaining area? That is this one. You have to find this one. So it is very easy how we can find it. If we find the area of this complete circle and we subtract the area of this circle, we will get the area of this sheet left. So given is bigger radius, we will denote it with capital R because it is bigger. So 4 cm. Smaller radius, that is small r, equals 3 cm. First of all, we will find their areas individually. Again, in the solution part, area of remaining sheet will be area of the bigger circle minus area of smaller circle. Now there are two ways. The first way is longer. We have avoided it. That is where you find individual areas and then you subtract it. But we will use algebraic ways in order to solve it. We know pi r square minus pi r square. That's the longest form. Now we will take pi as common because we have learned it in previous standard that we can take common. So pi is taken common. What we are left here, capital R square, minus what you are left here, smaller r square. Now pi as it is, solve the brackets because part mass. So putting value, r is 4 centimeter square. So it is complete, not only centimeter. And for better understanding, you can take it in as brackets like this. So 4 centimeter whole square minus 3 centimeter whole square. So we will solve it. We can write pi as 3.14. Don't take it as 22/7 because using this number, calculation will become easy. Now 4 into 4 is 16. That's why we have emphasized that it is of complete. That is, you can see it is in bracket. So it's better to write it as bracket like this. Again like this, and also for this thing as well. 4 is 16 minus 3 is 9 in centimeter square is written as common. Now 3.14, 16 minus 9 is 7 centimeter square. Multiply it here itself. 7 4 is 28, therefore 8, 2 is carry. 7 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9. Decimal, 7 3 is 21. So 21.98. Never read it as 21.98 because the numbers towards right of a decimal, the decimal points are spelled individually. So 21.98 centimeters square is a required area of this remaining sheet. That's a fifth. Question 6. Saima wants to put a lace on the edge of a circular table cover of diameter 1.5 meter. Find the length of the lace required and also find its cost. If 1 meter of the lace costs rupees 15, take pi equals 3.14. So the question says, Saima, obviously a girl, at a table. She wanted to put a lace over a cover. So you have to find the length of the cover and its cost when given part is the diameter of this circular table. That is 1.5 meter. So we have written given part. Now the solution is length of the lace. First of all, we will have to find length. Then only we can find its rate or the cost. It is circumference of a circular table because it has to be placed on the edge of a circular table. That is here. And what is a lace? This is the lace, a decorative cloth. Now circumference of the table is 2 pi r. You can also use as pi d directly, but we are using 2 pi r. So 2 as it is, multiplication, pi has to be taken as 3.14. We have taken it. Radius is diameter half. So 1.5 meter over 2. Again, you can also use it as pi d. That is, you will simply multiply it with 3.14. You will get same thing because we are cancelling 2. So it is again same, pi d. So length of the lace, multiply it, it gives you 4.710 meter. So we have found the length of the lace required. So how you can solve it? While solving it, we will ignore decimals. So this number will be 314 into 15. So 314 as it is into 15 can be written as 10 plus 5. Multiplying, it is simple. Just fix 0 to this number. Plus 5 4 is 20. 2 is carry. 5 plus 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. 5 3s are 15. Adding it is simple, 4710. Again, just add individual places. Now we will count decimals. Well, we have studied this in previous class as well. So 1 2 3. So 1 2 3, that is 4.710. That is the length. Now we have to find the cost. Well, what is cost? The required length into rate. So length of the lace already found, rate is given as rupees 15. So found length is 4.71, discarding 0, into rate is 15 rupees. Now cost of the lace will be, how we will solve it, 471 as it is, again discarding the decimal while solving it, 15 as 10 plus 5. Now multiply it, 0 plus multiply it, 5 ones are 5, 7 5s are 35, 3 carry, 5 4s are 20 plus 3 is 23. So 2 3 5 5, add it, you get 70, 65. Again count decimals, 1 2, here we don't have any decimal, so 1 2, 70.65 rupees is the cost in order to buy lace of length 4.710, and that is your sixth. Question 7. Find the perimeter of the adjoining figure, which is a semicircle including its diameter. This is the figure. Here we have to find perimeter of this semicircle, that is half circle, plus including its diameter. Just add 10 whatever this length is. So first of all, diameter of a circle is 10 centimeter, the only given part to you. It's not given in the statement, it is given in the diagram. So you have to watch carefully both things, that is statement as well as your diagram or the figure. Now solution is perimeter of the figure will be equal to, as we have stated earlier, perimeter of this semicircle plus diameter of this semicircle. Diameter is given, therefore you can straight away write as plus 10 centimeter. You have to find this thing. Now perimeter of a semicircle will be what? Perimeter is 2 pi r, but it is half, so we divide 2 pi r over 2 to cancel. We are only left with pi r. So pi as it is into radius is diameter half, so 10 over 2 is 5 centimeter. Again, for your understanding, this has been solved here. Pi d over 2 plus 10 centimeter. So pi d is 2r over 2 to cancel. Therefore, we got this thing. Now take pi as 3.14. We have not taken it as 22 over 7 because we don't see any factor of 22 or 7. So we took as decimal. And 5 centimeter as it is, nothing means multiplication. Plus 10 centimeter, multiply it. 5 4s are 20, 2 is carry, 5 plus 2 is 7, decimal, 5 3s are 15. Centimeter as it is, this thing as it is. Now add it, decimal will be same, that is 0.70 centimeter. Whole part 15 plus 10 is 25. So 25.70 centimeter. Therefore perimeter of the figure is, so 25.70 centimeter. That's 7th. Question 8th. Find the cost of polishing a circular tabletop of diameter 1.6 meter if the rate of polishing is rupees 15 per meter square. Take pi as 3.14. This question can be represented as follows. This is a table, especially a circular table, and diameter is given to you, that is longest distance between any two points internally. So 1.6 meter. Now the rate of polishing is also given to you as 15 meter square. Now why it is given as 15 per meter square? Why not 15 per meter? Because it is an area. What is area? That is the region bounded within a given figure. It is not asking for perimeter. Had it has asked for perimeter, then only this thing would be like rupees 15 per meter. But it is meter square, therefore it is asking for area. So another clue in initial phase of learning is here. It is meter square, therefore you have to find area, because many of you are confused whether it is asking for area or perimeter. So if it is meter, that is, it is in one dimension. Meter square means two dimensions, and whenever we have two dimensions, we are dealing with area. And logical thing is, you cannot polish or paint in one dimension. That will be your line. So whenever you are polishing or painting, it is on some part of a region, that is area. So keep this thing in mind. Now given part is diameter of a circular table 1.6 meter, and another thing is rate per meter square. That is rupees 15. Now let's find the solution. The radius of a circular tabletop. Again, that will be half. That is 0.8 meter. It's simple. Now area of circular tabletop. Why we are finding first of all area? Why we are not finding rate of polishing? Because you can only find rate of polishing when you know firstly that what part you have to actually polish. That is, you have to find area. And that was not asked in the question to find your area. That is your logical reasoning that mathematics gives you. Area of circular tabletop is pi r square. And why we have halved it? Because we are dealing with radius, not diameter. Again, look for this information. Pi is 3.14. It has to be taken as 3.14. Radius, that is, we have found 0.8 meter into 0.8 meter. We will multiply meter as meter square. 3.14 into as it is. Multiply it. It's very easy. Forget decimals. 8 is 64. So 1, 2. That is two places. So 1, 2. 0.64 meter square. It's not 0.64, it is 0.64 meter square. How to multiply it? Well, for this you will go for your rough space, and we have shown you multiplication in case you find it difficult. So 4 4 is 16, 4 plus 1 is 5 because 1 was carry, 4 is 12. Multiplication because it is blank space, 6 4 is 24, 2, 6 plus 2 is 8, 6 3 is 18, add it up, 6, 9, 10, 8 plus 1 is 9, plus carry 1 is 10, carry that is 2. So you will write as 20096, and what the decimal part? 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4. That's your required area. Now since we have found area, we can find the actual cost by multiplying it with a rate per meter square. So cost of polishing a circular tabletop is area of the tabletop into rate per meter square. So costs equal area as it is into rupees 15 per meter square. Meter square cancelled up. Why? Because it is per. That is it is in division. So meter square cancel up. You are only left with rupees. Therefore rupees, and multiply it. Again, if you find it difficult, you can see here. First, forget about decimal. Simply write digits. 5 6 is 30. 3. 45 plus 3 48. 0, 4 is carry, so 0 plus 4 is 4. Again, 5 into 0, anything multiplied with 0 is 0. 5 to the 10. Blank space, you can either leave it as blank, but it is preferred to write it as multiplication because when you add them up, you don't get puzzled. So anything multiplied with 1 is the same value, therefore writing same value. Or 69002. Add it up, 0. 8 to the 16 minus 2 is 14. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 4 is 14. 0 0 plus 1 1 0 3. Count the decimals. 1 2 3 4. This was your multiplication. So 1 2 3 4. So 30.14. We are rounding it off. So that is your required cost in order to polish this circular tabletop. That's 8th. Question 9th. Shazli took a wire of length 44 cm and bent it into the shape of a circle. Find the radius of that circle. Also, find its area. If the same wire is bent into the shape of a square, what will be the length of each of its sides? Which figure encloses more area? The circle or the square? Take pi equals 22/7. So the initial thing Shazli had was wire of 44 cm. So consider this as a wire of 44 cm. She bent it into shape of a circle. Now what thing remains same? That is the perimeter or the actual length. This was line. This turned into perimeter of a circle. Now we have to find the radius of this circle and also the area. And then what she did, again bent it into a square. Now we have to find the side of this square, that is length of each side. Now which figure encloses more area? This we will come to know when we solve it. But we have also told you in previous exercise that if we are having the same perimeter, it's always the circle, always, which encloses more area, given perimeters are equal. The same thing we will find in calculation as well. So given part is length of wire 44 centimeter, and we have to consider pi as 22/7. Solution is, first of all, she turned it into circle. We have to find radius. So circumference of the circle is 44 centimeter because length of this line didn't change. That is length of the wire. Circumference is 2 pi r, 44 centimeter. Solve this equation. This 2 to cancel. Or the other way is 22 into 2 is 44. 44 cancel 44 straight away. Now radius is here, the left hand side. We have to take this division 7 towards right hand side. It will get multiplied. So nothing here means 1. So 1 into 7 is 7 centimeter. We have found radius as 7 centimeter. Also, we were required to find the area of this circle, and which we can find very easily when we have this radius. The area of circle is pi r square. We have found radius as 7 centimeter. So 7 centimeter into 7 centimeter twice because it is square. Consider pi as 22/7. This is the only benefit of considering the given value. 7 cancel. It could not be cancelled if you had taken it as 3.14. So 22 into 7 is 154. How? 7 is a 14. 7 is a 14. 1 carry 15. Centimeter square, 2-dimensional, it is area. We have solved circle, but then Shazli converted it into a square. So we were required to find side of a square. What is a side of a square? All sides are equal. That is, if we divide the area with 4, we will get the side. So you don't have to remember the formulas, just use logical power. So 44/4 is 11 because 11/4 is a 44. So we have found side. Now we were asked to find which figure encloses more area. So we have to find area as well. So area is side square, length into breadth. Both are same. So 11 into 11, 121 centimeter square. Now, as we have also stated earlier, that circle will always have greater area considering same perimeter. So you can compare here. There's a high difference. 154 is greater than 121. That proves that circle encloses more area. That's your 9th. Question 10th. From a circular card sheet of radius 14 centimeter, two circles of radius 3.5 centimeter and a rectangle of length 3 centimeter and breadth 1 centimeter are removed, as shown in adjoining figure. Find the area of the remaining sheet. Take pi equals 22/7. This is the visual representation of this question. It says, we had a circular card sheet. The radius is, this is your radius, 14 centimeter. The two circles, these are circles or the eyes of this cartoon, that is having radius 3.5 centimeter each, and a rectangle. Mouth part of length is 3 centimeter and breadth is 1 centimeter. They are removed. And then what is the leftover area? That is this region bounded with this color. So the given parts, radius of the circular sheet 14 centimeter, radius of removed circle 3.5 centimeter, and dimensions of this rectangle. Now the solution. First of all, we will calculate the complete area before removing, and we will calculate individual areas and we will subtract them from the complete area. That is the logic behind. So the area of removed shapes will be equal to area of removed circles, that is twice, plus area of removed rectangle. So 2 pi r square, because pi r square is for 1 and multiply it with 2 now to get area of both eyes, plus length into breadth since it is a rectangle. So 2 pi r square plus length into breadth repeated equals 2 as it is. Pi has to be taken as 22/7. Radius is 3.5 centimeter. So 3.5, we are not writing units here. We will write it in the answer. So 7 5s are 35. Since decimal was there, we write decimal after one digit. And plus 3 is simple because area of rectangle is 3 into 1. That is 3 centimeters square. So both are in centimeter square. So solve it. So how to solve it? 3.5 into 2 is, double of this is 7, writing 7, and 0.5 means half. So we are left to multiply these two digits, these two numbers. Half of 22 is 11. So 11 into 7 plus 3 as it is. This is 77 plus 3 is 80. 80 centimeters square is the required area. Now we have to find area of circular card sheet will be pi into r square, because 14 centimeter was the radius of this complete circle. 7 to the 14, 14 to the 28, 22 as it is. Solve it. 28 can be written as 30 minus 2. We are just distributing it or breaking it down. 22 into 3, 66, fix 0, minus 22 to the 44. Subtract it, you get 16 centimeters square. Now it's just a matter to subtract this number from this number. Area of remaining sheet will be area of complete circle, that is this one, minus area of removed shapes, that is 2 circle plus 1 rectangle. So 16 centimeters square minus 80 centimeters square gives you 536 centimeters square. So that's question number 10th. Question 11. A circle of a radius 2 centimeter is cut out from a square piece of an aluminum sheet of side 6 centimeter. What is the area of the leftover aluminum sheet? Take pi equals 3.14. We can visualize this question as follows. Here we have a square piece. This is your square piece of each side as 6 centimeter. This will be 6 centimeter again, and the area will be 6 is 36 centimeters square. Now what we did, we removed a circle from the center of this square piece of aluminum sheet, and the radius of the circle is 2 centimeters square. Now we have to find leftover area that is left after removing this circle. So the given part is side of the aluminum sheet is 6 centimeter and the radius of removed circle is 2 centimeter. Now the solution is area of left aluminum sheet will be equal to original area before cutting of this square aluminum sheet minus area of circular sheet removed. So as we did mentally, again the same thing, side into side is the area of square. Don't have to remember it, just length into breadth, both are same, therefore 6 centimeter into 6 centimeter minus pi r square, and take pi as 3.14. Always watch for this information. 3.14 radius is 2 centimeter into 2 centimeter. Solve it. 6 into 6 is 36, centimeter into centimeter is centimeter square. We are not writing here because we are taking it common, and we can take common only if we have it in both sides. We also have here centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square, therefore we have taken it as common. Now solve it. 3.14 into 2 to the 4. Solve it. 36 as it is minus, multiply it, 4 4 is 16, 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, decimal as it is, 4 3 is 12. Solve it, you get 23.44 centimeters square as your leftover area after removing this circle from this aluminum sheet. So these are aluminum sheets, these are metal, they're used in variety of purposes. That's 11th. Question 12. The circumference of a circle is 31.4 centimeter. Find the radius and the area of the circle. Take pi equals 3.14. This is the figure that corresponds to the given statement. A circle having circumference, that is the perimeter of a circle, is 31.4 centimeter. We have to find this radius and the area, and we have to take pi as 3.14. It's a constant, therefore no units are with it. Now given is circumference written. Solution is circumference of the circle equals 2 pi r. Why we are writing this? Because we have to deduce from the given information only. That we have also discussed in previous exercises. So 2 pi r is the circumference of the circle equals given, that is 31.4 centimeter. Now 2 as it is, take pi r, we have to find it. So we can find one unknown quantity in the equation, and this thing is as it is. Now solve it. This cancels straight away because it is present on both sides. There's a difference in decimal. Values are subtracted. So here we have after 2, 1, 2. Here we have with 1. So if we cancel it, we will shift it towards right hand side. Because we have also studied in previous chapter, if you are multiplying decimals, it gets shifted towards right hand side. So 0.1. Also, if you're not getting it here, the long explanation is like this. 3.14 can be written as 314, that is 314 over decimal is 1, and number of digits after decimals are taken as zeros. So 2 zeros. That is equal to number part 314 1 for decimal, and number of digits followed towards right hand side of decimal as 0 because only one digit is here. Now this gets cancelled in the denominator and this gets cancelled in numerator. So you're left with here everything is 1. So 1 over 10 is 0.1. This you have learned in your previous standard as well. So 2 into 0.1 into r equal 1 centimeter. We have to keep r only on left hand side. Rest has to be taken towards right hand side. So on right hand side we have 1 centimeter. This whole thing gets divided here because it is getting multiplied. So we have 1 centimeter over 2 into 0.1, or the other way is simply multiply it here. So it will be 0.2 or 2 over 10. Solve it. It is 1 over 5. So here we have 1 over 5 and 5 gets multiplication on right hand side. So r is 5 centimeter. First part is done. Now we have to find area. Area is simple, pi r square. Take pi as again 3.14. R square 5 into 5. We are going to write units in the answer part straight away. Solve it. 5 was a 20. 2 is carry. 5 into 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 is a 15 and decimal obviously here into 5. So first multiply with this only. So how to multiply it? 5 0 0. 5 7 is 35. 3 carry. 5 5 is 25 plus 3 is 28. 2 carry. 5 into 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. So 78.50 centimeter square is your required area of this circle. That's 12th. 13th. A circular flower bed is surrounded by a path 4 meter wide. So this is the path surrounded outside the circle. The diameter of the flower bed is 66 meter. This is the diameter. What is the area of this path? Pi equals 3.14. Visual representation of this question is as follows. So we have a circular flower bed. This is a circular flower bed, the inside one that is shown with the green part. It is surrounded by a path 4 meter wide. So since this is a circular garden, path will also be circular. And the width is 4 meter. So 4, 4, 4. So in this way you have to logically understand because it is not given to you that path is circular. But since your garden is circular, the path is also going to be circular. Now the diameter of the flower bed is 66 meter. This is the diameter, that is length between any 2 points internally. That is the longest length. The length can be from this point to this point, but it is the longest distance between any 2 points. That is a diameter. Now what is the area of the path? You have to find the area of this path. Again, how you can find it? Let's think logically. If we have the complete circle's area, that is including garden and your path, and we subtract area of given garden, then we can find the area of the path. So let's head forward to solve it. Now given part is diameter of the flower bed, that is 66 meter, and the width of the path is 4 meter. Now solution. Since we have now two circles, that is this garden one and garden plus path, we will take two radiuses. One is bigger one, that is r with capital R, radius of the total land, that is including both garden and your path. That will be 66 over 2. Why 66 over 2? Because radius of this garden will be diameter half. Plus we have to add this length as well, that is 4 meter plus 4. So radius will be from this point. So this one, that is 66 over 2 plus 4. Take it in any direction. Let's take here. So this will be radius, that is 66 over 2 plus 4. So that is 37 meter. How? This is 33 plus 4 is 37 meter. Now r, that is smaller radius of the garden, that is we have already discussed, that is 66 over 2, that is 33 meter. Found the radiuses. Now we are in position to find areas. The area of the total path will be area of total land minus area of this garden, already discussed. So pi r square for the complete land minus pi small r square for the garden. So pi capital R is found here, 37 meter. So 37 square. We will write units in the answer only. minus pi, small r is 33 meter, so 33 square. Let's take pi as common, 37 square minus 33 square. Now don't go with the complex calculation. Use your algebraic identities. Here you get a clue. These are different numbers, so a and b, different numbers. So a square minus b square, we have learnt in our algebraic identities, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So pi as it is, break it down. This is a, this is b, because these two numbers are different and a and b are different as well. So first we will add them, 37 plus 33 in brackets, nothing means multiplication. Again in brackets, now we will subtract them, 37 minus 33. Moving forward, equals pi as it is, 37 plus 33 is 70, and solve it, it is 4. Pi, take it as 3.14 and just flip it. You can do in mind as well, but we are writing it here. So 4 into 70, same thing as 70 into 4. Now multiply it. 4 4 is 16, 1 carry, 4 plus 1 is 5, decimal, 4 3 is 12. Into 70, get 0 for the moment, we will just fix it. So multiply this thing, that is this number with 7, and forget decimal as well. 7 6 are 42, 4, 7 5 is 35, plus 4 is 39, 3, carry, 7 2 is 14, plus 3 is 17, 1 carry, 7 into 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Now, fix 0 and count the number of digits. So 1, 2, so 1, 2. Therefore, the area of the path, that is this path shown in brown color, is 879.20 meters square. Always write units. Since it is area, therefore meter square, two-dimensional, that is length and breadth. So that is your question number 13. Question 14th. A circular flower bed has an area of 314 meters square. A sprinkler at the center of the garden can cover an area that has a radius of 12 meters. Will the sprinkler water the entire garden? Take pi equals 3.14. So you might have seen in the fields that we have a field or a piece of a land where you have this gadget. It's a sprinkler. Water comes in it with a speed which revolves the sprinkler, and the water is thrown in every direction, making a circle, or it sprinkles a circular area. So we have to find whether the given land will be sprinkled by this sprinkler completely or anything is left. So we will compare both the areas. So given part is area of circular flower garden. This is a circular flower garden. Consider this garden to be circular. That is 314 meters square. Now radius of sprinkler is 12 meters. That is from this to whatever distance it throws the water. Now the solution part. Area sprinkler can cover is pi r square. You can take any capital or smaller. So consider pi is 3.14. So pi 3.14 into radius is 12 meters square. So 12 meter into 12 meter. This as it is, 12 12 is 144 meter square. Now solve it in the rough space. This will give you 452.16 meters square. We have solved it here. If you find it difficult, so just write the numbers, put multiplication sign. 4 4 is 16, 1 carry, 4 into 1 is 4 into 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 4 3 is 12. Multiplication, 4 4 is 16, again the same thing, because we are again multiplying with 4, so you can write it straight away, 1 2 5 6. Now 2 crosses, anything multiplied with 1, so 314, add it, 6, 11, 9, carry 1 10, plus 2 is 12, 2 plus 2 4, carry 1 5, 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4, 52 and 16, count the decimals, 2, 1 2, so put it here. So compare it with the given area. So it is 314 to be sprinkled, whereas sprinkler covers more area or the larger area. Since area sprinkler can cover is greater than area flower bed, therefore sprinkler will water the entire garden. Even it will put water outside of that garden. That is your question number 14. 15th, find the circumference of the inner and the outer circles shown in the adjoining figure. Take pi equals 3.14. The important thing in this question is to understand the given values and to assign them correctly. So the question says we have to find the circumference of both these circles. That is, this circle, this is your inner circle or the smaller circle. This is your exterior or the outer circle or the bigger circle. And we have to take pi as 3.14. So first of all, in order to find circumference, we know the formula is 2 pi r. We need radius. Now radiuses are given, but we have to find which radius corresponds to which circle. So radius of outer circle. So forget rest of the circles, that is inner circle for the moment. So if you see here, its radius is 19 meter, not 10 meter. Because the radius of this outer circle will be from center to its perimeter. So this is here 19 meter, therefore radius of outer circle. This point is the basic essence of this question. You have to get it right. Also, we are given with width of two circles. We are not given radius of smaller circle, we are given the width between these two circles, that is 10 meter. With this width, we will be able to find radius of inner circle, which we will do in the solution part. So the solution goes like this. Circumference of the outer circle, it's very simple to find because we are given with a radius straight away 19 meter. So plugging the values in this formula. 2 as it is, nothing means multiplication, pi is 3.14, nothing means multiplication, again r is 19 meter. Solve it. So 19 to the 38 into 3.14 meter as it is. Solve it. We have solved it here. Forget decimals. First of all, write the values. 314 into 38, 8 was a 32, 3 carry, 8 into 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11, 1 here as carry, 8 3 is a 24, plus 1 is 25. Now multiplication, 4 3 is a 12, 1 carry, 3 into 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, 3 3 is a 9. Add it up, 2, 3, 9, 11, 1. Now write it down and count the digits. 1, 2. So 1, 2. So 119.32 meter is your circumference of this bigger circle. Now we have to find circumference of inner circle. That will be again 2 pi r, but we have to find the value of r. So 2 into pi as it is into how to find radius. Well, observe it here very carefully. The complete radius of this greater circle is 19 meter and this length is 10 meter. 10, 10, 10, so 10. So if you subtract this 10 from this 19, you will be left with this distance. This whole complete is 19, subtract 10, you will get this thing. And this is the required radius of smaller circle because radius goes from center point towards its perimeter. So we have to find this length. So 19 minus 10, that is 9, is your radius for the smaller circle. Solve it. You can solve it here. 9 8 is 72, 7, and so 18 plus 7 is 25. Decimal as it is, 2 carry, 6 9s are 54, plus 2 is 56. So 56.52 meter is the circumference of this smaller circle. Therefore, circumference of inner and outer circles are 56.52 meter for inner and 119.32 meter for outer, respectively. Respectively means the same as we have stated in the statement and given in the values in the same order. So that is the 15th. 16th, how many times a wheel of radius 28 centimeter must rotate to go 352 meter pi as 22 over 7? This is a practical day life problem. You are given with the radius of your tire of a car, and here you have to find the number of times the tire will rotate in order to travel a distance of 352 meter, and we have to take pi as 22 over 7. So visualize it. This is the complete distance, that is 352 meter. And also remember one thing in every question, the units must be same. Here they are not same, so we have centimeter and meter. So we will try to convert this meter into centimeter, and you know very well 1 meter equal 100 centimeter. So if we convert this into centimeter, we will fix 2 zeros to it. So we have done the same. So this is the length from this point to this point, and we know in one rotation First of all, tire was here. We are traveling towards left side or the west direction. So this is the point. Let's mark it with imaginary red point. So tire will travel, so it will go like this, and it will also travel. And when it will come to the same point, that means one rotation will be completed. So the distance traveled in one rotation will be equal to circumference of this circle. That will be 176 centimeter, which we will find in the solution. So let's find it first. Circumference of the wheel is equal to 2 pi r. 2 take pi as 22/7. Radius is 28 centimeter. So 1 7 is 7, 4 7 is 28. Solve it, you get 176 centimeter. So by now, the tire has completed one complete rotation because this point is coming back to this point. Now we have to find how much rotations will it take to this in order to complete this much of total distance. So we will divide it, simple. Therefore, number of times a wheel rotates will be total distance to be traveled, that is 35,200 centimeter. Writing it here, over circumference of the wheel, that is the distance traveled in one rotation, that is 176 centimeter. Centimeter cancel out. We can do it here itself. First, let's divide it with 2. So 2 8s are 16, 1 remainder, 16 again, 2 8s are 16. The 2 1s are 2, 1 remainder, 15, 2 7s are 14, 1 remainder, 12, 2 6 are 12, 0 0 as it is. Now 2 4s are 8, 2 4s are 8, 2 8s are 16, again 2 8s are 16, 0 0. Now 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, again 2 4s are 8, 2 4s are 8, 2 zeros as it is. You can watch it in slow motion if you don't get it in a first attempt. Now again, 11 2s are 22, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 0 0 as it is. Again, now we are left with 2200 over 11. We can see a factor of 11. So 1 11s are 11, 11 2s are 22, 2 zeros as it is. So it has to rotate 200 times completely in order to travel this much of distance. So this car's tire has to rotate 200 times in order to travel a distance of 32,200 centimeter or 352 meters. You could have also converted this centimeter to meters, but then you would have to deal with decimals. So avoid decimals, make your calculations easier, and solve your questions accordingly. That's 16th. 17th. The minute hand of a circular clock is 15 centimeter long. How far does the tip of the minute hand move in 1 hour? Take pi equals 3.14. So first, let's visit the concept of clock. We have also discussed this on previous classes. Let's revisit it again. We have 3 hands in a analog clock. This is your analog clock, whereas this is digital, or even these days we have smartwatches that connects you to the internet, because this question is pertaining to analog clocks. We have 3 hands. We have to only deal with 2 hands, that is minute hand and hour hand. Seconds hand is of intermediate length between hour hand and minute hand. The question says, how far does the tip of the minute hand move in 1 hour? So let's take this example. Initially we had a clock at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m., whichever time you want to take. Then after 1 hour, this hour hand will travel to 2, and this will complete its rotation like this, and we have to consider that only, that is minute hand. So it will complete one rotation, that is it will complete its perimeter. Consider it as a circle, it will complete one rotation. So we have to find perimeter, simple. So the radius of the minute hand is given to you as 15 meter, that is from this to this. That is the distance, that is radius of this minute hand is 15 centimeter. So the total distance to be covered will be 60 minutes. That is one circle, one complete rotation. That is 2 pi r. So 2 as it is, take pi as 3.14 and r is 15 centimeter given. Solve it. 15 to the 30, 3.14 as it is, centimeter as it is. Solve it. Forget 0, forget decimals. Multiply it. 4 3s are 12, 1, 3 into 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 3s are 9. Now fix this 0 in order to complete multiplication, and now visit decimals. 1 2 1 2. So 94.20 centimeter is the distance, that is how far this minute hand will travel. That is 94.20 centimeter. From this tip, like this, it will cover distance, and whenever it will reach to this point in 1 hour, it will travel 94.20 centimeter. Therefore, tip of the minute hand moves 94.2 centimeter in 1 hour. And that's your last question, question number 17th.